3 pula. 9:30 Nampak sangat tak breakfast lagi. We start at 9:30. In another 3 minutes. Itu saya cakap tadi.
InsyaAllah.
Okay. Associate professors, doctors, brothers and sisters, welcome to another training by CPD. Let's start our session today with Al-Fatihah. So let me share my screen sekejap. Okay. Okay, Alhamdulillah, we have with us today Dr. Hasnah binti Abdul Kadir. Kita panggil Abdul Kadir ya, Doktor?
Ya, betul-betul.
Betul binti Abdul Kadir. She is a senior lecturer from Faculty of Language Studies and Human Development from Universiti Malaysia, Kelantan. Her title today will be Data Analytics using Statistical Package for the Social Sciences or SPSS. Okay. Dr. Hasnah is actually our alumni. Her degree, bachelor's degree in business administration from IUM, master's in business administration from IUM, and then PhD in communication also from IUM. Okay, yes. But she has some work experience. She was an account associate at Shell, and then manager at IUM Graduate School of Management, and then she became a lecturer at CFS. And she won Best Teacher Award in 2014 and 2015. So currently she is a senior lecturer at Universiti Malaysia, Kelantan. So during her time when she did her PhD, she always become a trainer for SPSS maybe for students, for lecturers who needs some experience about SPSS. These are some of her publications that use SPSS to analyze the data and then to get the result lah. Okay. Just to inform everyone here, UIA has SPSS. SPSS is available in IUM and it has to be installed by ITD upon request. So you have to request from ITD. The license can cater up to 400 users concurrently. Okay, so but it can only be used while you are here using IUM network. So one of the ways for you to request is to go to your my.ium.edu.my and you log in as staff. Then you go down at the left hand side, there is ICT service desk. And then you create new request and you just key in your request here. And ITD PIC will come to your office and install the software for you. Or another way is for you to directly email them, servicedesk@ium.edu.my. So today's session will be a bit of introduction and then we go for hands-on, kan, Dr. Hasnah?
Ya, betul.
Yeah. And how do you like the session to be conducted? Meaning that they can ask questions straight away ke macam mana?
Yes, it is more on discussion because I can see that there are few names that is very familiar to me. My professor, oh my God.
It's just nervous ke?
Nervous because they used to be my professor, my doctor from Kuliah of Economics. So I think it is most of the participants is just a refreshment course for the lecturers and also friends. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So pass the session to you, Dr. Hasnah.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming today. Alhamdulillah, we are able to meet again, and I'm happy to give the training to our IUM members. Okay, so I believe that many of you, not all, many of you are familiar with me since I've been working with IUM since then. Okay, as per my resume, and I graduated from my PhD was from communication department, and Prof. Saoda was my first supervisor. I believe that many of the staff members know Prof. Saoda, even though she's already retired. And my second supervisor is Dr. Baiduri Ruslan, mashallah. So Alhamdulillah, today we are going to revisit the SPSS for beginners. Let me share my screen, yeah. And please interrupt me anytime if, let's say, you feel that you need more question. And for your information, I'm not the best person, okay, to conduct this training, because there are a lot of other trainers that is so good. And of course, there are so many fatwas. I mean, so many, how to say, fatwas in SPSS. Some of the departments say like this, some of the departments say like that. So my training now is based on the communication department, because maybe communication and education and psychology department have different view. Okay, now let me share my screen. Oh, can you see my screen?
Boleh, Doktor.
Boleh. Okay. Let's go one by one.
Kena view show lah, kan? View show ni sikit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, can you see that? Okay. Today we are going to do overview, okay, for SPSS. And I hope that the members already have the file that we uploaded in the email. Yeah, I hope that you copy that file. And I also hope that you also have SPSS. Okay, because if you have the software, you can open both of the files. But if you don't have the software, it is very difficult. You cannot open the pilot study. There is a real study that we did back then. Okay, so this is an overview. You know that SPSS is talking about numbers. Okay, talking about numbers. And it is same as Excel. Actually, SPSS and Excel is developed by IBM. Okay, so if you have the data from Excel, it can easily transfer to SPSS. Okay, it is easily transferred to SPSS because the same developer, okay, creating Excel as well as SPSS. So that is why they have a lot in common. So when you have the survey in the Google form, it is very easy to convert to SPSS. You just copy and paste, because when doing the study, most of our students just use the graph from the Google form. You know, when you do the Google form, they give you a graph. Okay, that graph, it is not professional, because why? It is like just one section, one graph, something like that. You didn't merge, you didn't combine. So normally the graph is not that meaningful. Okay, but if you put the information from a Google form and convert it to SPSS, okay, you can have a lot of the analysis can be done. Okay, a lot of analysis can be done, but I am not going to cover about Excel today. I am just going to focus on the SPSS, but that's what I'm telling you lah. Okay, meaning that if you have a Google form, it is the easiest way to convert to SPSS as long as you have the master coding. Okay, so I hope that it is clear. Okay, in SPSS, let me show. In statistic, okay, they always talk about descriptive analysis. They always talk about the inferential analysis. Okay, descriptive, what is descriptive? And what is inferential? Okay, so descriptive, normally it summarizes the data. You describe the data. For example, okay, you describe in demographic characteristics. Say that in demographic, okay, so you want to describe there are 51% of male and then 49% of female from this study. You would like just to describe the data. There's no relationship, no hypothesis, nothing. You just describe. Or you can also describe, okay, how many people? There are 20 people agree with the statement. And there are 30 people who slightly agree with the statement. Okay. And then there are like 50 people who we cannot say neutral. Okay. Slightly disagree, something like that. So you can have the percentage, the frequency. Okay, the percentage, the frequency. Okay, so that is what you call descriptive analysis. Okay, but it is different from inferential. Inferential, you know, when we want to make a study, we are going to make hypothesis. And then we would like to see whether X have relationship with Y, whether independent variable have relationship with the is affecting the dependent variable. So, or whether people use. So say that you are studying the new media, you are studying about, say that about the TikTok. You want to study about the TikTok. So you would like to know whether the student highly use the TikTok for education. So you would like to test. After you test, okay, with a good sampling, you are able to generalize your findings to the whole population. Okay, so you must know that whenever people talk about descriptive statistic and also the inferential statistic, okay, this is what that it means. Okay, now let's check what is a descriptive statistic. Normally, we are talking about the mean, the median, and the mode. Okay, the mean is meaning that the average, and then the central, and then the mode. How many people live that and don't live that? And or you want to measure the standard deviation, the dispersion of the data, whether it is long dispersion or short dispersion. Okay, and then you want to check the range. Okay, from what range? From A to B and variance. Okay, so is a dispersion. And then you can also do the scatter plot or listing, maybe that a graph. Okay, you can produce a graph. This is for the descriptive statistic. Okay, this is for the descriptive statistic. And then the next one is for the inferential statistic. Okay, for the inferential statistic. This is for your knowledge. We are not going to cover everything today. And so we are not going to cover everything today. And today it is more on hands-on. Okay, today it is more on hands-on, so that we are going to do the normal distribution, we are going to do t-test, and we are going to do the correlation. Okay, so we are going to do normal distribution, t-test, and correlation, and also reliability. Okay, so this is what we call inferential statistic. Okay, so I hope that you have the mind map now. What is the meaning of the descriptive and also the inferential? Okay. Sarah, ambil jam mama. Okay, do you have any question here?
Tak ada rasanya kot.
Tak ada.
Belum lagi.
Belum lagi.
Going well, cik.
Masya Allah, Masya Allah. Okay, now let's go to the next one. Wait. Okay, when we want to do any analysis, okay, where to start? When you want to do the study, you need to start with the objective of the study. Okay, you need to start with the objective of the study. When you use SPSS, mean that you are doing the quantitative. Okay, when you want to create the objective of the study, you cannot use the word explore, to investigate. That is a word for the qualitative. Okay, but what you can use is that you can use to measure, okay, to assess. Okay, to assess. Okay, so meaning that when we want to measure, we want to compare the level. Okay, we want to see the differences between male and female. So that is a objective of the study. Okay, that is a objective of the study. And of course, you must have variables. Okay, so today for this study, we are going to have 3 variables, 2 independent variables and 1 dependent variable. Okay, so you must have the items to measure those variables. So there is another another rules that easy for you to start and to do the SPSS later. And then you must develop a framework to show any relationship, okay, among the variables. And the last one is you need to develop survey questionnaire for measurement. This is after you do all your literature. This is after you do all your introduction, okay, gap and everything, okay. So when you start doing the objective, you must have in your mind what to run for SPSS already, okay. You cannot just do objective as you like. Whenever you want to do objective, make sure what are the analysis immediately that you want to run. But if let's say you are in a grant, okay, grant, normally grant will only use the descriptive, because grant is not for academics, okay, it's not for academics. But when you do your thesis, your final year project, okay, normally we have until correlation inferential, because why? It is for the academics. That's my experience. Maybe I am wrong. So please correct me if let's say I am wrong. Okay, so we need to start from here, from objective of the study. Okay, so that whenever after you finish your objective and everything, and then you don't know how to measure. So that is very stressful. That is very stressful. Now, sampling. The sampling of your data is very important, because you need to obtain enough data for generalization. What does it mean by enough data? Okay, what does it mean by enough data? Because if you have too little data, your result will not be beautiful. Maybe it will not be significant. Okay, normally for the quantitative study, okay, the data can be from like 250 until 300 or 400. And if let's say you have a grant, okay, you can go up to 1,600. Okay, so because why they need a lot of data? Because okay, normally they will need to do the generalization for especially where you have a grant. Okay, so same as when you do the final year project or thesis, you need to calculate how many sample that you need to collect. If let's say for the final year project or thesis, okay, you cannot collect too much data, okay, but you need to calculate. But if you have a grant, normally the grant you already said that I would like to collect like 2,000 data, because you have the funding and the time. Okay, why? Because you need enough data to run. If not, if the data is not enough, the graph or the significant level will not be beautiful. That is very important. And the next one is representativeness. For example, you want to study about the female. Okay, say that because I'm from UMK, female from Kelantan, but your data is only focused at Kota Baru. Okay, you don't go to the whole Kelantan. Okay, for example, you should you just focus. You said Kelantan, right? So what you need to do is you need to select the sample that can represent that population. Okay, or you just collect the data only for the high school students. Okay, actually is and then you want to generalize. You can't do that. Okay, so that's why sampling in quantitative study is very important. You need to represent. Like all the sample need to have the representative, because towards the end, okay, you can do the generalization. You can say the findings from this study, you can generalize for the whole population. Okay, so there is a sampling. Who can see this? Hey, I'm sorry. Let me check. Okay, survey questionnaire. Please be careful in numbering your items. I would like to share with you my questionnaire. How to share this? Okay. I would like to share with you the questionnaire. Okay. The instrument, I call it. Okay. So you look at this instrument. How to do this? I want to move it here. Okay. You look at the instrument. I always do this. I have around what? How many pages? I have around 13 pages of a questionnaire instrument, this instrument of the questionnaire. So one of the, because I work with a few students as well as the lecturers, one of the most mistakes that they do is numbering, especially in the Google form. Okay, make sure you have the section. Okay, make sure you have the section A, section B. We have a lot of section because it's our assignment before with Prof. Saudah class. So I just use this. And then section B. Okay, so we would like to study about the e-wallet. Okay, so we would like to see. You can see that we have used the scale 1 to 5. Okay, and then sometimes is yes, no. Okay, sometimes it is like stating your country. So this is a normal survey questionnaire, very normal. Okay, but what I put here is be careful in naming the section and the numbers, because once you have like 120 items, okay, when you key in the SPSS, you will get lost if, let's say, you would like to do the analysis because of the naming of the naming of each items. And for the new users, okay, first timers, I suggest that you print out the survey questionnaire so that you can put the numbers like this. Okay, for example, you put gender as 1, okay, male as 1, female as 2, and then you put this one. We have 6 answers, right? You put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember, SPSS cannot read the text. It can read numbers. Now we would like to our survey questionnaire and our SPSS talk the same language. What is a language? We call it coding. Okay, what is a language? We call it coding. Okay, so we have different language. We have survey is our survey questionnaire language. We have SPSS language. They don't talk to each other. So what we do, okay, as a user, we need to put the coding in order the survey questionnaire understand the SPSS and SPSS understand the survey questionnaire. Okay, I hope that you can see my screen, yeah, because I am sharing. Okay, now let's go back to our. Where's my? Let's go back to our. Why I cannot see my? Wait.
Maybe dia dekat monitor lain ke?
Tak ada, satu monitor je hari ni.
Okay. Dia hilang ya PowerPoint tu. Wait. Tadi close kot.
Tak close.
Tapi ada kat situ
Let me close it first. Close window.
Okay.
You want to close? Okay. Wait, yeah. Don't save. Okay. Let me close window first.
Okay. Dah.
Can you see that?
Yes. Dia tengah buka.
Dia tengah buka.
Tapi a bit slow.
A little bit slow. Sekejap, I'm sorry, maybe because of the internet line. Let me check the internet. My internet line is okay. Wow. Yesterday it okay. Now let me mute my let me take out my camera. Okay, let me, how to do that? Stop video. I will stop my video, okay?
Okay.
I'll stop my video and then I will proceed. Boleh buka ni.
Dia macam
macam
window tu macam stuck. Macam mana ni?
It's okay. I have another one. Okay.
Sebab
Now,
Word okay, PowerPoint.
PowerPoint. What happened? It's okay. It's testing our today's session. Normally it's like this. Normally it's very normal like this. Okay, I'm very sorry because you cannot see the PowerPoint. Okay, so today we are going to do the master coding first. Okay, we have gone through what we should do, objective, and then we go to sampling, and then now we are talking about how to make our survey questionnaire or our findings have the same language as SPSS. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to create a coding. Okay, I've seen many students, not the lecturers, some lecturers, they just copy from Excel straight to the SPSS without coding. That is very wrong. Don't do that. Okay, I've seen my students have this assignment. So when I teach this, they thought that they were so smart. Okay, so what they did was they just copy everything here. When they copy everything here, meaning that they can see the numbers in SPSS, they say, oh, we can do the shortcut. For your information, there's no shortcut. Doing work faster, yes. Okay, doing work faster, yes, but there's no shortcut in SPSS. Okay, now, can you please open your SPSS? Okay, now please open your SPSS. Now I am going to be quite slow because I'm going to communicate with my participant so that you can have a feeling of doing it. Okay, this is the pilot study. Yes. Okay, this is the findings. All you can see is the numbers. Okay. Okay, now and then, but there is two sheets here. The first one is data view. The second one is variable view. This is where you are going to do the coding. Okay, when I say coding, you'll say, oh my God, it's so difficult. No, it's not difficult. Okay, the coding based on your survey questionnaire. The coding based on the survey questionnaire. Now, I would like you to open a blank SPSS. Okay, you do not open the one that I sent to you, but open a blank SPSS. Okay, you go to new data set. Okay, and then you just double click there. So you will have the new data set. Okay, let me put where I should put this. What is the chat here? Okay, alhamdulillah. Okay, now you can see data view, and also you can see the data view, and then you can see the variable view. Whatever that you put in the variable view will come out in the data view. Variable 1, variable 2, variable 3. But data view is like this. Variable view is like this. Okay, now let's go to our questionnaire. Okay, let's go to our questionnaire. Remember one thing, this is a tips. Normally when you do the study, you will have like more than 100 respondents. Okay, what you will do is, number one is you are going to number your questionnaire. Okay, why you want to number your questionnaire? Because you want to, you want to check in the future. Okay, in the future, you would like to check whether, if let's say there's a problem, or you want to look at this survey letter, you just look at the number. So in the survey, Okay, even though it is not in the questionnaire, okay, even though it's not questionnaire, please make a habit of putting the number. Okay, putting the number. When you put the number like that, everything will come. Okay, it will automatically say it is numeric. The width is 8. The decimal is 2. The label is, this is where you need to put the number. Just put it here. Okay, no values, no. Okay, please make a habit to put the number. So when you can number, like you have this tick of the questionnaire, okay, you number it first. If not, it's going to be lost. Okay, we don't want to, oh my God, it's such headache. Imagine you have 1,600 respondents. Okay, so number it carefully. Okay, number 1 is numbering. And number 2, now, can you please start with the respondent? The first one. So what I'm doing here, I have section A, 1A demographic. So what I put here is, so section, okay, section 1A. Okay, maybe I would like to put like this, number 1. Okay, so this is section 1A1. Okay, so the label will be gender. Right? Now, look at the coding here. Number 1 is male. Number 2 is female. So that is why my suggestion is that you need to have a soft copy version of your survey questionnaire. Okay, why? Okay, look at me. Number 1 is I just copy. Values is number 1. You click tab. And then male, you click add. Okay, number 2, you go, and then female. Sorry.
Female.
Yes. Okay.
Okay,
Measures.
kejap Dr. Hasnah. Kejap ya.
Yeah,
Ada soalan dekat chat.
Sorry. Soalan. Sorry, Dr. Numbering, we never official respondent answer, i.e. A number 1. Okay. Sister Sarah, like this. When you have a survey questionnaire like this is a survey questionnaire. Like this, right? 1 survey. The number here is how many respondents that you have. So when you have the questionnaire, quickly put number 1. Okay, so that you have 300. So quickly put on the front page. Okay, on the front page. Number 1, number 2, number 3, until 300. That's the first stage. On the cover of the survey questionnaire, that number will appear in the first line. Understand? So meaning that even though somebody questioned us, I want the script say that your examiner said that I want the script number 120. Okay, so what you do is that you go to your file, you check where is the number of 120. Easy. So the numbering, the first one is the number on the front page of your survey questionnaire. Kita buat number siap-siap supaya you see whenever, because when we do like, do not do it for like don't say 1,600. After 100 you already got headache because you are dealing with all numbers, but your hands become faster. So I would like to suggest for those who would like to do the SPSS, please have a mouse and please have a keyboard.
Comel, please have a mouse, please have a keyboard. Betul.
Because this is a repetitive. When it is a repetitive, it will hurt in the long run. Okay, it is very dangerous. So that's what I suggest for everybody. We know that we use how to say it? We use our laptop, right? But don't use it just laptop where you want to do the statistic. You need extra. So now there is a number on the front page. But now we also have the question. See, I'm doing the manual as well, actually, because when we didn't do it for a long time, we tend to forget. That is why when you want to key in the coding, okay, make sure you use you write down in the survey questionnaire. So you must have one questionnaire as your master coding, blank questionnaire. So what you do now, just now, is I did gender, male and female, right? Okay, tengok sini. Let's look at here. Wait. Jap. Untitled. Okay, now. So I have the gender, male and female. And it is not scale. It is nominal. So because I cannot see the wait. I hope that we can do it. Okay. Yeah, when we have this, okay, thank you very much. So when we have this, sorry, I would like to have to explain on this measure. Okay, please do not be confused with the measure. Okay, scale is a ratio. Scale is a ratio. Okay, 1 kg, 2 kg scale. Okay, your weight. Please don't ask about our weight. And then we have nominal. For me, it's easy because nominal seem like noun, so it will be names. Gender, what type of job, nominal. And then ordinal, from small, from agree to disagree, from agree to disagree. For example, are you agree that students nowadays are more focused in class? So you give 5 skills. You put like one, totally disagree, 2, disagree, okay, 3, slightly agree, 4, agree, 5, strongly agree. So it is an order. Okay, it is an order, so it is ordinal. But for our gender, it is it is nominal. Okay, so in my slide, of course, in my slide, I am telling you about I'm doing the master coding, and then I have the variables. We cover, I think most of you know this already, right? So we have the framework. We have, for this study, the one that I sent to you, okay, we are going to use 3 variables, media influence, social influence, and readiness in using e-wallet. So this is the independent variable. This is the dependent variable. Okay, so what we do, I put here nominal data. It is more on categorical. Okay, gender, races, status of employment. Okay, and ordinal, continuous, progressive, and then scale. Of course, scale, interval, and ratio. Okay, so let us stop here. Let us stop here. Okay, I don't want to go forward until you know how to put the data here. Now, let's go to the second question, H. Okay, so what I'm doing here, normally you can just copy. Okay, but sometimes it's not working. Okay, section 1A/2. Okay, now I would like to do the H. Now, what is number 1? 20 years and below. Okay, number 1 is 20 years and below. Okay, number 2. Okay, number 2 is Okay, add. Now, what I want you to do is, I would like you to try. Okay, I would like you to try. I'm giving you like 5 minutes to try. May I see the chat here? You are doing very good. Ah, thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much. Ahlam. Okay, so I would like everybody to try. Okay, Farahida, can you please try?
Saya tak ada software. belum sempat contact
Belum
ITD lagi.
sempat
Tapi
contact
I'm sure
ITD.
the participants will try.
Inshallah, inshallah. I hope that you guys try so that you can have the feeling of doing the master coding. If you, it is very tedious to do it actually,
Yes.
especially when you have like, my survey have
A lot of questions kan? Kalau
A
ada
lot of
banyak
question.
soalan.
A lot of questions. This is like how many questions? Okay, one section, a lot of questions. It is very tedious. Normally, the lecturers will pay us to do the master coding.
Yelah.
Okay, I'm very happy when I was doing my study because I know a lot of lecturers who pay me in doing all this. Alhamdulillah, it become our source of income. Yes, for the students. But because I'm with Prof. Saoda, she is very quantitative person, so I always ask her what to do if, let's say, I get confused. MashaAllah. Okay, I believe that many of the lecturers here know Prof. Saoda because she's a senior lecturer there, but she's already retired this year. Okay, so anyone has any problem? No problem?
Tak ada kat chat?
Ada kat chat? Ada?
Tak ada kat chat, tak ada kat chat.
Tak ada kat chat. Okay, can I see?
No problem.
Masya Allah, Masya Allah. So after this, what you can do is that, you can do this have a lot of the questions, categories. So all of these normally are categorical. This is ordinal. Age is ordinal. But marital status is categorical, nationality is categorical. Now, I rarely use a skill, rarely. This categorical. Okay, now, this is ordinal, 1 to 5. Okay, remember when you do the questionnaire, number 1 is always never, because if you do number 5 never, it's going to be your mind didn't compute well. Why you got more marks for never? Something like that. Okay, so number 3, please do not put neutral because neutral is 0. Okay, we want to have number 3 here. So it's going to be confusing for you. Later on confusing for you. So this is the 1 to 5 scale. Okay, now I would like to share with you one rule of thumb. If you have 1 to 5 scale for the section, say that section 6, okay, you where you have 1 to 5 scale, you need to have at least minimum of 6 items. Rule of thumb, you need to have minimum 6 items. If let's say you have 1 to 5 skills, if you have 1 to 7 skills, you need to have at least minimum 8 skills. 8 items. If you have, like, sometimes the question have 1 until 9, so minimum items to measure is 10 items. This is skill, okay, this is a point, 5 point, and then this is the items. Okay, now I have 5 skills and I have 15 items to measure, so it is safe. But some of the studies, I can see that they have 1 to 5, but they have only 3 questions. Okay, so it is not following the rule of thumb. It is not wrong, but can you imagine if one of the items is not reliable and you have to delete that variable? Okay, so you only left 2. So it is not good on our study. Okay, so now we have finished. I finished this one. Okay, it's okay. And then we have finished key in the data. And for your information, okay, when you key in the data, you can just copy and paste. Okay, for example, this question a lot, right? This one 2.6.1 Lazada 1 to 5. You can just have like Lazada, Big Pay, Fast Pay, and everything here, but you just copy and paste. Okay, you do not have to retype everything. You don't have to do that. Okay.
Because it's the same thing, kan?
Same thing. Okay, I'm just doing this. So let's check the pilot study, how it looked like. This one we did before. Okay, so we have skill, or we have skill age skill. Yeah, I thought that is nominal. I still refer to this. And then we have ordinal. So when the question like this, okay, I would like to show you the question. The question asks you nationality, okay, and then country, you need to write down, right? So when you write down here, it is not in the menu. So you need to write down here as well. Let me show you. Okay, from Algeria, from Somalia, right? Wait, how to do this? Okay, how to do this? Go back to our question 1A4. Is it correct? 1A4. First, I asked the nationality. So they have 2, Malaysian and non-Malaysian, right? And then question 4, country. Look at here. When you put numeric, it is all numbers. But when you put string, okay, when you put string, you can write down up until 8 characters. If you put 200, you can write down until 200 characters in that column. Okay, I don't want to change. I just put it back in the column. So here, they are numeric, they are string. When you want to write down, because later on, when you receive your survey, you key in, the country, Djibouti. But what is race? This is a race from Djibouti, right? So you would like to write down Djibouti. Okay, if you put numeric here, you cannot write down. You cannot write down anything. The system will reject. But since that you put you can see the A here. You put the string. Okay, you put the string. So it shows A here. So you can write down your race, your country. Okay, so be very careful in here. Don't worry, when you do the real survey, you might forget because it's a lot. But you think about it, inshallah. I hope that you can get it. Because for me, I always forgot. Whenever you are doing the job, that, oh my God, what is it? Or something like that. But let me share with you, if you have the Google form, your worries is only here. Sorry, here. Your worries is only here. This is a master coding. And because Google form is all numbers, am I right? You can just cut and paste here. This one I key in one by one. We key in one by one because we use a hard copy survey instrument. So we copy one by one. Okay? Any question here? Boleh kan? Inshallah. How about 10 scale? The minimum is 11. Okay, you look at the scale and then you plus 1. Okay, Haiz? You take the scale, you plus 1. So this is not normally a lot of scale we use it for PLS. I'm not teaching PLS. Okay, but it's good to know if let's say you know both, but I'm not good in PLS. Okay, I'm not well versed. I just know about it. I just play with it, but I'm not well versed. Huh? It's very interesting. You have a lot of shortcut from SPSS. Yes, yes. You should have keyboard actually. Once you say that you have 10 survey, you can watch Netflix after that. After key in 10 survey, because your hands remember already. Yeah, it become like natural already. So the hard part is only on the coding. You must be very careful in the coding. Okay, I already give to you this soft copy, and this is my, I have how many items? Look at, I have 205 items. A lot, right? So dia kena jangan bersepah. Tak nak bagi bersepah. It's okay to have up to 300 items as long as you put it neatly. Because why? In the future, this is study from 2017 or 18, but still using it until today because it's easy to see. Jangan bersepah, make it very neat. Okay, now let's check my now data cleaning. Remember I told you, you key in the survey questionnaire using your fingers here. Okay, your keyboard. Sometimes you watch TV, sometimes you're having chit chat with your friends. Okay, the human error might happen. Okay, for example, here you only have 1 to 5 skills, but in your survey, you have accidentally pressed 9. Item number 9. Okay, how to check that? We are going through the exercise. So sometimes, ya Allah, sometimes 8. That is why you need to put the reference where you check. Oh my God, I put like 7. 7. So which respondent? Respondent number 50. Check back number 50. Okay, and put the correct answer. Number 1. So this one, data cleaning. Okay, we are not going to cover 100% this section. So please use the file for this workshop. Okay, fine. So now let's go to our file. Okay, now you know that this is the data view and this is the variable view. I'm going to give these notes. Okay, I'm going to give these notes to you, inshallah, after this. And then variable view is a master coding where you give the instruction to SPSS. And then the data view is a result from the survey. Okay, whether you can key in from the survey questionnaire or we can copy from Google Form or any Excel sheets. Okay, so I'm not going to cover how to do that. Okay, now we already finished here. Okay, we have name, numeric. Our data is numeric. Okay, string. Yang tadi, and this one. Okay, let me share with you this one. Sorry, that is up table. Okay, this one, numeric string. String, the one I told you just now is here. Okay, you just need to play around. Okay, and then missing label, value, define, male, female, align. Okay, by default. Okay, nominal. So this is my friend's notes, Dr. Wanshira. So I just take it from her. We share notes on this. Okay, so let's check the survey questionnaire. We finished this one, right? Alhamdulillah. Wow, very fast, yeah. So let's try. So I put here numeric here. Everything is there, inshallah. And then the values I put here, male and female. You can try to add value here. Okay, gender, we only have 2 gender. Okay, male and female. There's no third gender. Remember that, Don't do that. And then we have nominal. We have nominal, ordinal, and scale. Okay, refer to. Okay, now finish that one.
Soalan kejap, Dr. Hasnah, ada soalan. Could you
Yes, yes.
elaborate more on missing? Apa maksud missing tu?
Okay. Missing data is where, okay, say that you in Google Form, it's easy for you to put asterisk, meaning that you have to answer this question. If you didn't answer this question, okay, you will not move to the next page. That's normal, right? In the Google Form. Okay. But if you have this survey, hard copy survey, okay, there are some users, some respondents forgot to answer certain part. Number one is they forgot to answer certain part. For example, they forgot to put their gender. They forgot to answer section item number 10. Okay, so they leave it blank. Okay, if there are many missing data, when they leave it blank, we cannot key in because there's no answer for that section. So what we do, normally we will check the average. Normally we'll check the trend and then we put the data there based on the what is the answer of previous respondent. You need to decide on that. You need to decide on that. So the data is missing. There's no data there. So how you do it? Sometimes because let's say you have like 1,000 respondents. So you have like 3 or 4 missing data. You just can key in but key in the average value. You need to check on that. There's a missing data. Okay.
Sorry, Doctor. What if you just put 0? Tak boleh ke macam tu?
Boleh. Tapi when you run the analysis, it will not be counted. So dia akan ada items yang it depends on the who you are going to follow. If you want to put 0 for everybody. If you want to put if you want to put average, you put average for everybody. From the book that I've read, they said average is okay, acceptable. Okay, from the book that I've read, but I'm not sure. Maybe I told you there are many scholars. Okay, so it depends on which scholars that you are referring to. Okay.
So just now you said kalau kita if you put 0, it will not be counted.
Yes.
So statistically, that is not acceptable.
If let's say it is acceptable, especially when you have a lot of data, no problem. Tapi dia akan muncullah dekat dalam beberapa analysis nanti. I will show you the descriptive where it will show. I will show you.
Okay, thank you, Doctor.
Okay, thank you very much for asking. But if you put 0, dia akan keluar value tu everywhere. Dia akan bila you buat analysis, when you do the analysis, it will affect your data interpretation later on. But you also can say, okay, for this 0, normally missing data, we don't put 0. We put 99. We put 99. If 99, normally there's no data there. Okay. So kadang-kadang kan kita buat kerja dah penat tau. Kita sayang, we don't want to put 99. We just want to put average there. Something like that. But it depends on which scholars that you are referring to. Still depends on which scholars. Okay, thank you very much for asking. I will tell you where to check the data in descriptive later on. But now I would like you to move to compute variable. What is the compute variable? Okay, now when we do our nak buat macam mana? Tak ada. When we do our study, we have this kind of framework. It is normal framework that you see every day. Okay, so media influence have 9 items. Okay, social influence have 7 items, and readiness have 7 items. So now what we want to do is we want to take the average of that 9 items. Okay, we would like to have only 1 item. We need to compute variable in order to take the average one item to represent the media influence and one item to present the social influence and readiness. We do that because later on we check, this is the average of the media influence. Mean lah, we call it mean. Okay, now let's check. We need to run the compute. This is if let's say you would like to do any inferential statistic, you must do this. Okay, you must do this. Why I do this first? Normally I should do this first actually, but it's okay lah. It's okay. Now we would like to have the media influence, social influence, and readiness. Let's check on our notes first. Okay. Now, do you understand what I'm talking about? Do you understand? Now, we would like to compute variables. I hope that you can open the pilot study. You just can close this one. Close, yeah? Close. If not, dia akan pening kepala. Okay. Do you want to proceed? Yes. Do you want to save? No. Do you want to save? No. So we need to close. Okay. Just open the pilot study because you know when SPSS bila when we open a lot of file, dia akan pening. Dia akan pening. Now let's check our survey questionnaire. Okay, instrument. Look at here. Okay, I already make a star here. You can see that, right? This is the media influence. Okay, let me drink water first. Media influence, TV, newspaper, blah, 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 until 2.9 only, yeah? Until 2.9 only. So we have media influence, we have 9 items. And then we have social influence. Okay, we have 7 items, right? And then section 5, we have readiness. We have 7 items. Now we would like to find a mean value of these 7 items. Okay, so by now, what you have finished doing the master coding, and then you have finished key in all the data. See? Tak ada pun. Tinggal je. It depends. Tinggal je. Okay, this is the...
Kejap Dr. Hasnah, yang ni diorang key in manually ke atau diorang boleh copy paste from Excel semua tu boleh lah ya? Ke macam mana?
Yang ni yang jawapan daripada respondents. You need, if let's say you use the paper,
hard copy lah.
Hard copy manually.
Kena manually lah.
Manually.
Tapi tapi title yang dekat atas tu, yang dekat
atas ni,
memang tu automatically based on master copy ya?
Yes, this one based on the variable view. Okay, whatever that you put here, it will appear up here.
Okay, faham.
Understand? This is respondent number 1, respondent number 2, respondent number 3. Okay. So, so this is the pilot study. So I have only 35.
Okay.
Respondent. Okay. I don't know why I have all the international students here. Okay. So what we do here I have is until last. Okay, until. Zaman ni Shopee tak popular lagi. Not popular yet. Banyak kan? So this is one survey. A lot. You imagine you have 140 items for one survey. A lot, Okay, now you have finished. By now you have finished this one. You have finished this one. You have finished this one, and you have finished cleaning your data. Okay, you have finished cleaning your data. Mean that your data don't have any problem. Okay, no weird value, no. So number 1 is you need to check back what is your study. Okay, what is your study? Your study would like to see whether the media influence the readiness in using e-wallet, or whether society influence you in readiness in using e-wallet. Now everybody using e-wallet. This is a study of 2019 before COVID-19. Okay, so the media influence. Now we are going to make to compute the variable now. Okay, go to your Nila. Okay, let's check what I wrote here. Let's check the notes. Transform, compute variable. Okay, I put here statistical. I put here mean, I put here up arrow, and then I come here. Okay, now you have to remember our section 3.2 and 3.3 and section 5. Okay, for these 3 items. Boleh? Okay, that's why this section is very, very, very important. Okay, now I go to transform, I go to compute variable, and then I go to statistics, and then I go to mean, I go to up arrow. Boleh? Tolong try boleh? Can you please try? Anyone try? It looks so easy.
Ada orang jawab boleh?
Boleh, Alhamdulillah. Now I would like to teach you the shortcut, because if you do long way, you'll be headache. Okay, now go down here. We are 3.2, am I right? Here. Okay, 3.2.1, right? Go to here. And then delete. DO. Okay. Go to the first one and the last one. Meaning that you would like to compute the mean for 3.2.1 to 3.2.9. What is this? The social or media? Lupa dah. Nine items here. Media. Okay, so you put here mean, media. Test. I put test lah. Okay. And then you click OK. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay. Nothing happened. It just show the instruction. Boleh? Masya Allah. Thank you. Okay. Now, I would like you to repeat the process again. Okay. For social influence and readiness. Can you do that? Social influence and readiness. Boleh buat? I tunggu sekejap. Okay, nak. Okay, macam ni. If let's say you already finish one compute variable, okay, you don't have to go through this toolbar. You just go to here. When you click here, it will give you the history of what have you done. Nice, right? You don't have to go transform, compute variable. Okay, so when you finish, okay, when you finish the compute variable just now, okay, can someone try so that you can share with me whether you can do it or not? Do the same, do it for social influence and readiness. Boleh? Semua senyap. Cikgu suruh buat kerja.
Dia tengah buat tu, dia tengah buat.
Dia macam tu lah, dia tak kira lah macam mana, kalau cikgu suruh senyap je, cikgu tanya senyap je. Sama je, saya pun
tak ada software lah cikgu, alamak.
Tak ada software ke?
Nanti minta dengan ITD ya. Okay.
Minta dengan ITD. I shouldn't say this. Actually, there are a lot of the SPSS provider around IIUM, Archie printing, as well as your ITD at your department. You just pay them. Okay. I think the highest cost is around 20 ringgit. Okay, 20 ringgit. Okay, inshallah. You can have the SPSS. Or you can buy from Shopee. But since that I'm old school, I don't know how to install and everything. I just ask my friend to do it for me free of charge. It depends. It depends.
Ada problem sikit Dr. Hasnah. Dr. Sarah kata keluar the variable name contain illegal character.
Yes, correct. Because you put space. Don't put space. You try and error. Don't put space. Just put like underscore or any character that. That's why, to be safe, I always put like this, the name. Underscore media influence. If you put space, it will come out as illegal character.
Oh, maknanya dekat yang dekat ruang target tadi tu
Yang ni, kat sini. Kata kat sini Sekejap okay. You are going to here, target.
Kat ruang target variable tu kan.
Target variables. So please be very careful. Same as name here. It will show illegal character. Illegal character. You pun dah pening. What is it, illegal character? But just change, play around. Okay, just play around, and then it will show you. Okay, so Alhamdulillah, some of our participants try. Dr. Sarah, thank you.
Okay, ada satu lagi soalan tapi Dr. Yuli ni dia terdirect message dekat saya.
Apa dia kata?
Okay, dia kata, is there any difference with the values when compute using mean or compute added all items? Added all items?
Mana added all items? Oh, no. I don't know where is added all items.
Dr. Yuli?
Okay, Dr. Yuli, I think you mean that if you want to compute the variables using Excel, you can do that. But it's going to be very tedious calculation. I can do that. Because once you use Excel, you can do the compute variable and everything. But if, let's say, you use SPSS, you ask SPSS to do it for you. So it is all added items. It's just normal mean calculation. But since that we have a lot of variables, I think we should ask the computer, the SPSS, to use it. Okay, for Dr. Badrul, how about SEM PLS software, doctor? Okay, now SEM PLS still using SPSS. SEM PLS still using SPSS. No, is it XLS file? I know that where you want to use SEM PLS for the descriptive analysis, for example, the trend, the demographic characteristic, you still have to use SPSS. Okay, but when you want to find the inferential, the relationship, the reliability, the factor analysis, that's where you start using the SEM PLS. Okay, so because I never use SEM Amos, I use PLS. In PLS, you must use the Excel. Wait, have you, Dr. Badrul, have you tried to download the Google form? Okay, when you download the Google form, there is not Excel, XLS. Then the name of the file I forgot, but that file is a very basic Excel. You use that file to transform into the PLS. Okay, PLS skip a lot of SPSS calculation. That's what I can say. It can find the inferential statistic by just one click. I did that before, but I forgot because I'm not well versed in that. It's so nice. It has a model, it's a framework, but it's a higher statistical tools. SPSS is basic. Okay, they can produce the same but not the same result. But not the same result. For this study, for this class, we just focus on SPSS, Dr. Badrul. Okay, I'm very sorry that I cannot proceed with PLS. But if you want to ask me the right person who teach me PLS, I will give to CPD. His name is very good, mashallah. He make PLS look so easy. Oh my God. So good.
Oh,
So
okay,
good.
okay. Nanti kita
Ah.
orang cuba contact dia.
Yeah. He's also in
Okay.
IUM. He's also in IUM.
Interesting.
Interesting. But
Ah.
he will give you once it will be an added value if you know SPSS first, because it makes sense. If
Yes.
you just jump to PLS, you will not have the knowledge of SPSS because it is a beginner. Takkanlah macam semua kita nak buat PLS kan. Sometimes we want to see SPSS. So it's good if you know SPSS first and then you study PLS. Wow, Masya Allah. Very good. So inshallah, I will give to CPD his number. He make PLS so easy. So I'm using that because he know how to teach very well, Masya Allah. So towards the end, I hope that you can have the one that see just now I put mean media test, right? So it will appear here. And don't change anything here. It will appear scale. Don't ask me why. That's how it done by the statistic tools. Okay. So I already calculated for you actually. So we have media influence, social influence, and readiness. Tiga kita dah ada. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just delete, clear. Nanti dia bersepah. I tak boleh. Dia bersepah tak boleh. Okay, now we have finished. So where it appear? You go to your data view towards the end. Sekali, jauh sekali ya. Pergi jauh je. Dia muncullah kat sini. Don't ask me how they do it because let us SPSS to do it. So here mean influence. Finish that one, yeah. So let's check our compute variable. We need to run compute variable, calculate mean of the variable. Please refer to the notes. Okay, now that one is for preparation. Missing data, key in data, compute variable, all of these are the preparation. Today, now, what we are going to do the analysis. If you still remember, because we have a senior lecturers, this is chapter 4. This is chapter 4. Okay, the first one, we need to do the normal distribution. Okay, normal distribution. Okay, why normal distribution? If you can see, the normal distribution is like a bell curve. Okay, so why we need to have a normally distributed value? Okay, because it is a prerequisite of many inferential statistic techniques. Okay, let me share you my notes. Okay, let me share you my notes. This one, we are going to calculate the normal distribution. Okay, I put here. This one symmetrical. This one's skewed. This one's skewed to the left, skewed to the right. Okay, now, today we are going to check the skewness and kurtosis. What is this? Okay, skewness is the skewed to the left or skewed to the right. Okay, it doesn't matter whether it's positive or negative. We just take the absolute number. Okay, the acceptable absolute number is what? Is 2 or less. Okay, so the next one is kurtosis, the peak. What is the value 4 or less? Okay, we are going to produce for normality. What we're going to do is we are going to do two tests. The first one is skewness and kurtosis. The second one is graph, the visual. The visual. Actually, I did it last night. I would like to see. Okay, how to check? Wah, cantik ni I buat ni. How to check? Okay, first one, you go to analyze, descriptive, statistic, and descriptive. Now, go to analyze. Okay, descriptive statistic, go to descriptive. You come up with this, right? Okay, now, sorry. Now go back to our notes. Okay, you see here, put the, see, they ask you about to put the mean. Now, ask here to put all the variables, the complete variables one. So what you're going to do is, you go to this page, you go down, okay, you go to media influence, social influence, and readiness. Boleh? Semua orang boleh. I hope that you are able to do that. Bismillah. And then what else that they asked us to do? Sorry. So let's check the note set. And then the note said, click option, click 1, 2, 3, 4. This one not that important, but it's good to have it. Okay, click courtesies and skewness. And then you click continue. Okay, so you click option. Okay, oh, it's already here. You click continue. Okay, and then see option. You can click everything you want to click actually, but it's not going to be meaningful. So courtesies and skewness. So you click continue. You click OK. Cantik kan? Okay, so you have all this courtesies and skewness. Now let's check our skewness. So what is the acceptable value? Wait, let's check the acceptable value. It said skewness 2 or less, and then courtesies 4 or less. Let's check the skewness. 4, 0, right? 0. I cannot see that very clearly. Okay. 0.4.
Boleh zoom sikit atas nah.
Tak boleh.
Apa? Macam mana ya? Control plus
Tak boleh, tak boleh. Dia
tak boleh.
Sekejap, let me do it.
Okay.
Let me do it.
Okay.
0.4, 0.2, 0.1. Even though it's negative, it is acceptable because it's still 0.4, because the rules say, wait, where is it? The rules say 2 or less. Remember, this is the rules of courtesies and skewness. And check about the courtesies, 4 or less. Let's check courtesies. 4 or less, still acceptable. It's 0, 0.5, 0.7, 0.0. Even though it's negative, it is to the left or to the right. You don't have to worry about that sign, positive or negative. You need to, how to say, just focus on the absolute number. So this is what you will get, okay, from your output data. Okay, but please do not report the data like this. Do not report. What you need to do is, you need to copy in Words or Excel. You need to massage the data in Excel. So I'm going to show you, I'm not going to cover that today, but I'm going to show you how you need to, this is another study. Okay, so I just hide the variables. You need to have M, min, max, and everything here. Something like this. Nicely. It is different from here. It is different from, where is it? Okay, sorry. Okay, you don't have to put everything, error or whatsoever, delete here. Okay, you look at the skewness, they have statistic and standard error. Courtesies also have statistic and standard error. But when you do the reporting, okay, you only have skewness and courtesies. Okay, this is another study. Okay, do not, I just give you the example how the reporting table will look like. Okay, you need to massage the data and then do it nicely like this. Okay, normally what I'm going to do is from the data from the output table like this, output table like this, I'm going to copy in Excel. I'm going to massage my data and my presentation in Excel. So if you do it in Words document, you have to copy everything again one by one. Okay, but be careful of the visual presentation. Okay, visual presentation. That's the first one. Okay, I hope, can you please try to do it? Okay, can you please try to do it? Okay, you go to, what is it I told you just now? Analyze, descriptive, statistic, and descriptive. Okay, put all the variables here. It's already there. Just choose the last 3 lines. Okay, I already put in the apa tu? In the not me, the CPD. In the email, just put it here and then go to option. Okay, just click catalysis and skewness is there. Senang kan? Masya Allah, it's so easy. What if the data is not normal? Another analysis. Okay, I'm so surprised actually. This is a pilot study and the data is normal. We never do the normality for this study. Okay, so the first one. But for the another one that we can do is a visual presentation. Okay, visual presentation, meaning that you would like to see bell shape like this. Cantik kan? Bell shape like this. Even though it is only 335 respondents, it shows a bell shape. So where we should go? Go to graph, legacy dialog, and histogram. Let's do it. Okay, let's do it. Go to graph, legacy dialog. Okay, here is here. Next to analyze is graph, legacy dialog, and bawah sekali histogram. Okay, and let's check the notes. Okay, we need to put variable here. And then remember to click normal, display normal curve. Dah ada normal kat situ Just klik je. Senang kan? Masya Allah Susah dia. Okay, the most difficult part is master coding. That's all. And then you key in the data, sambil makan, tengok TV, key in the data, 300 data, and then you can just run. Okay, so what you should do, you go down. Okay, go down one by one. Media influence. Okay, and then click display normal curve, and then click okay. Lama sikit. Ya Allah, see? See? Ke bawah dia. Nicely. So we have chat here. What is it? What is the question here? Tok Mahmudiyah, I have a class. Yeah. Masya Allah. Thank you, doctor. Thank you.
Dr. Suhana ada soalan tu. What does the bars and histogram mean?
Tu your answer. How many people answer number 1? How many people answer number 2? Something like that. The bar, your answer in the here. Kat sini. Ni kat dalam ni. Answer 1, 2, 3 ni. Yeah. The bar chart. Macam kita buat chart. Macam kita buat graph, bar chart. Yang tu lah. Bar tu.
Tapi doktor buat graph tu daripada yang output file tadi kan, bukan dekat sini kan?
Kita pilih sama je.
Sama je? Boleh juga ya? Oh.
Boleh juga, nampak tak graph?
Okay.
Okay, legacy dialog. Go to histogram. I'm going to do the second one now. I'm going to the second one. Okay. I'm going to the social. I didn't do social, okay? I don't know whether it's going to be okay or not. Cantik. The bar. If let's say you have like 100 or 200 respondents, see the bar here. Doesn't have to think about it. Bila dah macam ni, cantik, dah normal dah. So I hope that you can try doing the third one. Buat satu the third one. Okay. Readiness. Boleh? Tu adalah apa tu? Bar semua-semua lah. Boleh? Faham? Bar ni yang orang jawab tu lah. Berapa orang yang jawab. State deviation N35 je. Sebab tu dia jadi macam ni. Dia tak macam rapat sebab dia punya responden sikit sahaja. Okay? Boleh. Kalau responden tu banyak, tak ada macam ni. Dia akan jadi macam rapat macam tu. From 1 to 5. Contohnya soalan ni tak ada orang pun jawab 5. Average dia. Tak ada. Dekat sini je. Ada soalan lagi ke?
Tak ada.
No, tak ada.
So far tak ada.
Okay. Okay. Okay, please take a break like 10 minutes. Kejap je.
Boleh Dr. Hasnah.
Boleh.
Kita take a break 10 minutes.
take
Kita
a-
datang balik 11-10 minit lah. Okay.
Boleh. Alright.
Okay, thank you Dr. Hasnah. We come back at
Welcome.
11:10 Okay.
Okay, bye.
Assalamualaikum Doktor. Doktor terlupa unshare the screen lah. Orang boleh tengok pula.
Thank you sebab inform. Hasnah dengar tu. Ha, okay.
Mizan. Mizan duduk sini kau.
PM tepi, PM tepi.
She's my classmate. We will start at 11:10, right?
Ya, betul.
Okay. Give break sekejap. I will stop sharing. Okay. Can we just proceed now? We only like what? Berapa minit sekarang? 7 minutes.
Okey lah, boleh lah. Tak ada masalah.
Hopefully everybody is here. Okay. I'm just want to share with you. I'm very happy with this book. Can you see this book? This is from Prof. Shamsuritawati Sharif from UUM. Because why? The book is so colorful. Okay, it has what to click and everything. Of course, many of the SPSS users, they are using a Judy Pallant. Judy Pallant. But Judy Pallant is very thick book. This is thin book, so it's easy to bring everywhere. So this is one of my reference. Cannot see the book, Doctor. Okay, here.
Cannot see the book katanya sebab your background
Here.
is blur kan? Oh, kena ni kot.
Nampak tak? Nampak?
Apa titlenya?
Statistics for non-statisticians. Okay.
Oh,
Let me share with you here. She is Shamsuritawati Sharif. She is active on the social media, especially on TikTok and Facebook. She shares a lot of the statistic tips. Sometimes free of charge, sometimes you need to pay, it depends. So I also joined her class. Okay, it is sorry, why I put here as a, I want to give to everybody, everyone. Okay, so this is the name of the Professor okay, Dr. Shamsuritawati. Shamsuritawati. I use her book. This one. Boleh tengok? Nampak? Okay. So if you want to have the book, please consider her book because her book is very friendly. Cartoons, it has the cartoons here. It shows that I know that statistic is quite heavy, but it's a filter or automatic blur. I'm going to take picture and I'm going to give to CPD for the first page, okay? So that CPD will send to you. I'm going to put the picture in the last notes, okay? Okay, we will do that. Yes,
Okay,
statistics. I will show, but you can contact her. You can check the Facebook. Okay, her Facebook. She's active on the Facebook. I'm following her. Yes, she's here. Thank you very much. Yeah, she has a website. Good. Thank you very much for sharing it here. I think I would like to go for her class again. Okay, we have finished with the normality. Alhamdulillah, now all your data is normal. You can do the inferential statistic without glitch. We call it nowadays without glitch. But okay, before we proceed, okay, we need to do the reliability test. When we do the reliability test, we do it in chapter 3. Okay, when we create the instrument, we check in the reliability and validity. Okay, what is the reliability? It is the overall consistency of measure, and the value need to be more than 0.7. More than 0.7. This is the value that you need to pay attention. If less than that, maybe you ask the wrong question, or maybe not the wrong question. People do not understand what you are asking, or your respondent is too little. For example, you just collect 35 respondents. So the probability that your data is not reliable is high. Okay, high, very high. Okay, so what is this? Ada. Nur Farahidah ada. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Yes. Who has this book?
Saya Google lah.
Okay.
Kita boleh copy image kan dekat chat, so saya paste lah.
Okay, cantik. I like this book, So thank you very much. It's not that expensive, 45 ringgit macam tu. Now, reliability is the overall. How to check the reliability? Okay. Now, what I put here, go to analyze, scale and reliability. Kita nak tengok sama ada kita konsisten tak kita punya respondent menjawab soalan. Hey, you guys, if let's say I'm going too fast, please stop me. Because I tend to speak quite fast. Kalau je manjang, Mizano, me better. Now, let's check the analyze, scale and reliability. Okay. Now, you can go to data view, you can go to variable view, no problem. Okay, because the toolbar here still the same. Analyze, scale, reliability. Okay, now let's check. When we are 3.2.1, right? Okay, until 3.2.9. Betul tak kita letak macam ni? Okay, let's check. Betul tak kita letak macam ni? Okay, dia kata letak sini, buat macam ni, semua ada kat sini. Dia suruh letak macam ni, saya type je, tik. Kenapa saya buat macam ni? Because I'm also might forget. I don't want to mencari-cari, that's why I buat tik macam ni je. Okay, now let's follow the instruction. Okay, now we make sure there are a lot of other reliability that I don't know. Frankly speaking, I don't know. I just use the alpha value for reliability. But if you use PLS, there are a lot of the reliability that you need to follow. They have a strict measurement. Okay, they have a strict measurement. I forgot where's the book. So I will try to check it back, inshallah. I love that book. I don't know where is it now, for the PLS, reliability. Now, go to statistic. Like I told you, apa lagi I nak tick, Tick semua. Tick, macam ni, 1, 2, 3, 4, tick semua. Okay, but actually we don't need the correlation, but I just tick because it's a, apa panggil, tabiat, Now, click continue. After you click continue, you put here reliability for media influence. Why the scale level is important? Can you imagine you have five variables? You forgot where is it? So you click OK. You click OK. Tengok sikit apa soalan? Why do you not include some of the data, doctor? Because 3.2, okay, let me check. Thank you for asking. Because 3. Wait. Let me share with you why I didn't change 3. That is a good question. Let me check the instrument first. Media influence, right? 3.9 is 3.10 is others. I do not click others. Okay, 3.2.11. Let me check. 3.2.11. Okay. 3.2. Tak ada. Kita ada 3.2.10 je. Plus bawah dia 3.3.1. So why I didn't include? Because this one is others.
Sebab dia string ya?
Dia string.
Oh, so memang kalau ada, let's say ada 5 orang pilih others tu, dia tak masuk dalam statistik tu ya?
Tak masuk.
I
Unless
see.
you have the others yang macam tiba-tiba you ada something new things yang memang you tak guna Facebook, memang you tak guna chat, you tak guna benda. Sometimes new things we can report it in the qualitative section, or we can say in our discussion. Katalah 10 orang ada kata, okay, sekarang ni kita dapat tahu yang ada benda baru. That can be the new scope of our study.
Okay. Menarik.
So we don't use others. Thank you, Dr. Suhana, for asking. Thank you very much. So where are we now? Kita dah klik reliability tadi kan? Why it is important to have the names? Because reliability ni dia tak ada apa-apa. Dekat sini je ada. This is all items yang I just want to see. Sebenarnya tak payah klik pun. Apa benda correlation ni saja nak klik je. So we are going to do it again. Reliability. Let's check. We don't click the covariance. Okay, continue. Pendeklah sikit. Kita nak ni je. Kita nak ni sahaja. Number of items dengan kelompok alpha. Yang ni sama. Dia ada kelompok alpha based on, kita nak ni je. Kelompok alpha and number of items. 0.849. Okay, sama kan? 0.849. We have 9 items. This is reliability for media influence. Okay, I hope that, can you guys try for the other two? Okay, please try to do that. Okay, let's go. Kat mana tadi? Analyze, scale, reliability, and then, okay, actually when you want to move back, you can just click one by one like this, but I'm quite lazy. What I'm doing is I just click one, I click Control A, and then just put lump sum together. Okay, now let's check what is the, instrument? What is the others? 3 point, apa tadi? Okay, kita check instrument kita. 3.3. Okay, 3.3 kita ada 7, right? 3.3 kita ada 7. Okay, let's check 3.3 ya. Okay, let's do that. Analyze, scale, reliability, Go to 3.2 here, 3.3.1. Okay, yeah. Sampai 0.7. Okay. It become a social influence. Betul? Social influence. And click OK. Okay, we have 7 items. We have combat alpha of 0.860. Okay, I hope that you can try again. Reliability for readiness. What is readiness? Let's check our section 5. Readiness, we have 7 items for readiness. Okay. 5, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Readiness. Put only readiness. Okay. Put only readiness. So 0.883 and 7 items. Okay. So these are the items that you need to report. These are the items that you need to report. Why I need all this? Okay, because it shows the combat alpha here. Okay, so say that your alpha value is very low, 0.4. Because I put here, not me, not me, because the rules say it's going to be 0.7. So you must check the item and you must report, okay, the item that pulled down the weightage of the combat alpha. Okay, so you must check which items are not reliable. Buang dia. Okay, kalau dia punya reliability is so low, so bad. But if the reliability is 0.6, you can say it is because it only have 35 respondents. Once you collect more data, okay, once you collect more data, for example, you collect around 333, so you will assume that the combat alpha will be improved. So there is a combat alpha. So you need to report this. How to do the reporting? Okay, let me show you the reporting table. How you're going to do that, which I'm not going to cover, but I'm going to show you. Okay, in the combat alpha a reliability reporting table, you need to show, okay, the pilot study as well as the actual study. Okay, you can see from 0.9 to 0.960 is increasing. So you need to make sure you put the N, because for this study, okay, you can see that same, meaning that there's no changes from the pilot study to the actual study. But if, let's say, when you do the reliability analysis during the pilot study, something wrong with it, so you might want to delete, but you have to report. Okay, you have to report. This is another study, but I just want to show you that we need to have a pilot study, we need to have the actual study. Boleh? Okay, any question here? Any question here? Ada soalan tak? Okay. For emotion.
Dr. Suhana kata for emotion. Kenapa Dr. Suhana?
Nak type lambat. Apanya pilot study dia punya alpha 0.844. But then for the actual study 0.93. So dia punya value tu it's very different. I mean quite big. I mean, is it reliable? Macam tu lah.
As long as it is more than 0.7, it's reliable.
I see. So tak kisahlah kalau dia berbeza pun. Okay.
Tak kisah. Sebab yang tu berapa orang yang masa pilot tu, entah-entah yang tu 30 orang, yang 300 orang. Of course dia akan berbeza. Okay. Yang tu kan pilot sahaja. Kita tak buat actual study lagi kan. Sebab tu as long as it is more than 0.7, follow this rule. So you don't have to worry, just proceed. Okay, mana rules dia? Okay, boleh? Boleh? Boleh Kita ada setengah jam lagi. Okay, saya akan cover sampai descriptive analysis. InsyaAllah. Alhamdulillah. Oh ya, ya.
Siap
Alhamdulillah
bersin lagi.
bersin lagi. Sejuk. Kak Bacok sejuk. Tak panas kat luar. Okay. Yes. Thank you very much from Mbak Alpha. Oh, this one is when you do the excellent. It is acceptable, okay, when you do the SPSS, but it is not acceptable when you do the PLS. PLS, anything more than 9, they'll consider as one item. So you cannot do the relationship. Correlation. Okay, this is acceptable for SPS. Thank you very much. But Farah ke? Dr. Farah ke?
Dr. Farah.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Saya akan copy juga yang ni, menarik ni, nanti bagi kat saya. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to do descriptive analysis. I think one sample t-test. Okay, look at here. We have one sample t-test and we have correlation. It is the hypothesis testing. Okay, but I think for 3 hours, it is for introduction. It is okay just to stop at the descriptive. And if we have time, okay, we will do until one sample t-test. Kalau buat correlation sampai correlation, dia akan sakit kepala sikit. Dah 3 jam kan? From 9:30. Okay. Okay, now let's check the descriptive analysis. This is where you want to describe. Okay, you can use the frequency. Mana I punya ni? Descriptive. Okay. We run descriptive analysis to measure the frequency, percentage, mean, median, and mode. Yang ni sama-sama je. If we use Excel, we can do this as well. Okay, if you know how to do it, put the instruction to it, you can run it as well. But you cannot run the higher level. You can just summarize the data. Okay, in Excel, you can just summarize the data. And you cannot do the generalization, okay, because there are a lot of female answering this question, we can conclude that the female are very smart than male. No, you cannot say that. You cannot say that. So now we are going to do demographic and we need to refer to the notes. Okay, let's check. You already see the demographic characteristic. I put it as A. Okay, refer to the notes, meaning that I'll teach you how to do the how to give the instruction, analyze, descriptive statistic, and frequency. Okay, frequency. That is why when you do the statistic, you need to have one questionnaire that you can contain, you can scribble on the paper. Okay, because if not, you are going to have headache. Just have one hard copy, because you know, young generation, everything is soft copy. Okay, now let's get analyze descriptive statistic and go to frequency. Okay, remember we want the gender, age, marital status, nationality, country tak payah lagi race, and then residential. Okay, we have highest completion education and employment status. Okay, how I do that? I just use my mouse and use control, click. Control, macam tu. Okay, so pergi je kat sebelah. Okay, so what I put here, let's check what is the I put in the notes. Masa notes ni taklah berdebar sangat. Nak ajar mesti berdebar. No option. Okay, now I can look at the statistic. I can say I want this one, also can, but I didn't tick anything. It's okay. I can have minimum, maximum. No need. Try to have the raw data like this at first. Okay. Okay. I click okay. See, one of doctor asked me just now if, let's say, I put the value of 0. You cannot put 0 because 0 is miss. 0 they put 99. If missing table, but it show here that there is no missing data here. Cantik je. Nak analyze pun senang. Okay, nak analyze pun senang. Okay, say that katalah apa tu? kita silap isi value. Contoh another data cleaning process. Okay, say that in the data view, I accidentally press ni apa ni? Sorry. I accidentally press 4 here. I save. 4 nampak ni 4. Responden nombor 2 So when I click frequency, I click OK again. See? Ada male, female dengan 4. Kat mana? Kat gender. SA1. So I know that I go to gender, oh salah 4. Okay, I pun tak tahu male ke female tadi 2 ke 1 Tak apalah letak je lah 2 untuk this study only. So I pun check, I save again. Okay, normally dia kadang-kadang sometimes, no, most of the times when you do data cleaning, you need to do it several times because sometimes the SPSS didn't update. Okay, so you already changed and you already saved, okay, the data. Run again, ada tak 4? Dah tak ada. Okay, meaning that now you go back to your respondent number 2, you check back. Berapa laki, berapa perempuan, and then you put the correct number. Okay, now what is the information that you need? You need gender, you need age, marital status, okay, you need the nationality, race, residential area, higher computed education and employment status. Okay, you need all this. Okay, because you need to put it in your report, right? So what you need is frequency and percentage only. These two you do not need. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all this file into Excel and then I'm going to massage in Excel. But if let's say you are not comfortable, it's okay. You can do in Words document. Okay, how the reporting look like. Okay, how the reporting table will look like. Okay, the reporting table will look like this. Dia nampak macam ni. Okay, will look like this. Dia akan ada male, female, age group. Semua ni, total ni semua daripada sini. Daripada sini total ni. So I'm going to give you the file and please do it nicely. Okay, please do it nicely. Dia akan cantik. Yang ni sebab daripada Excel, dia copy dia cantik sikit. Kalau I tak pandai sangat Word document. Okay, now, what I want you to do is, I would like you to try for the social influence, media influence, and readiness. Okay, so what is the, how we are going to do that? Sometimes we want to see how many people click agree. How many people click disagree? Not click, choose agree or disagree. So we are going to do the descriptive because descriptive is not only for demographic, but you can also report the yang ni 3.2, right? 3.2 until 3.9. Okay. Now let's check. Keluar macam mana? Keluar macam ni. Okay, missing value. There is no missing value. This data already been cleaned. Okay. So let's check. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. The frequency, say television, do not influence them at all. 23 respondents saying that. Okay, newspaper, no as well. Magazine, no as well. Okay, so if you want to adjust, I see many of my friends report this in their thesis. So it is also nice. It depends on how your supervisor want it, or in the research grant, how the question want it. I don't know, the owner want it. So there are a lot of the reporting on this as well. Okay, on this as well. So I would like you to try. I'm going to give you like 5 minutes to try it. Okay, you can do any of the data. You can just try to do frequency and got the feeling. Got the feeling. But in order for us to report, you must report it nicely like that. Do not just copy and paste the data from the output table. Okay, it is not acceptable. It is not acceptable. Sebab dia banyak sangat information lain. Sebab dia banyak sangat information lain. Macam tu. Okay, so I'm going to give you like 5 minutes to do it.
Oh, ada satu soalan. Can you show again katanya?
Boleh. Boleh. Siapa? Dr. Syahmi. Boleh. Let me show again. Okay. First, you go to analyze, you go to descriptive statistic, and then you go to frequency. Okay. Say that you would like to check another thing. Because why? Now, let's check our instrument. Okay, let's check our information. Do you have smartphone? Do you have internet connection? Do you have credit card, debit card, blah, blah, blah? Ini adalah section 2.1. Okay, now, we would like to see how many people say yes and how many people say no. Okay, Dr. Syahmi? So, we are going to do the descriptive analysis for section 2. Okay, now let's check. 2.1 ya. Ada tak 2.1? Here. Yeah, sampai 2.5. Okay. Tak ada apa. You just ask. Okay, now you move everything here. It's easy for me to move if you are using the laptop, the keyboard. You just click shift down and then just can move everything here. Okay, you can move like this. No problem. No problem. But sebab I kan tangan besar kan, dia macam berterabur. Dari I besar dia berterabur. Okay. So, you click OK. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Click OK. Tengok, dia ada 35. Satu missing value. Tak ada satu missing value. Ada missing value. Tengok. Okay. So, do you have a smartphone? Yes, no, missing value satu. And then, do you have any credit card? Do you have one? So, when you want to do the reporting, jangan buat report macam ni. It's not beautiful to your eyes. So, buat report yang macam ni. Okay. So, how many people own this one, this one, this one? You need to change in order for the readers to understand your report. That one, that SPSS interface, only you understand. But when you want to give to the readers, okay, they want to have a good data. Cantik kan? Okay, Dr. Syahmi, can you please try so that I can wait for you? Try, Dr. Syahmi. Boleh? Okay,
got it.
Alhamdulillah. Semua orang nanti terror nanti. Okay. Now, since that we have more time, okay, we have finished about the survey instrument. We have finished the basic master coding, normal distribution. In basic master coding, we study about compute verbal, normal distribution, reliability, and descriptive analysis. And this is the last one. I think it should be the last one, yeah? Okay, one sample t-test. What is a one sample? Let me check my Now you would like to compare the means value. Okay, you want to compare whether you can in one sample t-test, you can check whether the value is significant or not, or the data is good or not. Now you can make the decision sebab dia sekarang dah inferential statistics sekarang ni. Tadi dia descriptive, sekarang ni dah go to inferential. I'm very sorry if we have the international participant, can you please tell me, because sometimes I speak Malay. I'm very sorry. If let's say I just macam shock sendiri kan, please, Sister Hasnah, please speak English. Just tell me. Just tell me. Sometimes it's our mother's tongue, we tend to speak like unconsciously. So when you want to do one sample t-test, okay, you need to have the continuous data. Remember, what is the continuous data? It is like have 5 scales. From agree, strongly agree to strongly disagree. You cannot have yes, no in one sample t-test. You cannot have that. Okay, this is where, okay, your objective should be like this. You would like to know whether the level of the social influence is high or low. Okay, so in one sample t-test, you will know whether the media like TV, radio, newspaper, whether it is significant or not to the user, whether the user use it or not. Okay, so that is the one sample t-test. Okay, one sample t-test. Mana nota I? Oh, nota I. Okay, the t-test will compare the means. We can see the trend, significant level, and also whether the respondents agree with the statements. This one you cannot do with descriptive analysis. Okay, you cannot do. Excel cannot do, because now you put more emotion in it, more details, analysis in it, more detail. Okay, and then what we need to check. Okay, in the output table, we call this output table. We call this output table. Okay, because one click, it will give you a lot of tables, many tables, and then you will say, why? I just need one table. But that's how the statistic works. It just give you everything so that you can choose. So that you can choose. Okay, now let's check the notes again. You must check the positive or negative sign of these items. No items of T value. T value. Okay. Or P, and the P value. This is it will show as significant. Benda tu penting ke tak? Penting ke tak? What is P value? P value is important in hypothesis testing, whether it is significant or not. The acceptable P value is less than 0.05. Okay, sometimes you got so confused. Okay, 0.05, what 0.03 is it? Sometimes you get so confused. Let's do it. I put here, let's do it. Okay, media influence is positive and significant. That's my hypothesis lah. A simple one. Okay, you cannot use this hypothesis in your study. Too simple. Okay, now where to go? First, you go to analyze, compare means, and choose one sample t-test. Okay, so you choose this one first. Okay, so this one you choose all the 3.1, 3.2 sampai until 3.9, and the last one you take the one that we calculated, the mean value. This one dia punya mean, and this one independent items, and this one is the mean value. Understand? And test value is 3. And then one of you will ask, why 3? Kenapa 3? Why 3? Why not 2? Why not 5? Why not 10? This one I can answer. So that's why I prepare the notes. Okay, I prepare the notes. So the test variable here, the test variables, you need to include all items and compute mean items. Yeah, mean items, the one that we did earlier. Okay, the one that we did earlier. Now, how to calculate the test value? Oh, I need to drink. How to calculate the test value? Now, okay, now, if your question only have 3 answers, for example, disagree, slightly agree, and agree. Okay, mean that it is a 3-point scale. So how to calculate that? You need to plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, 6. I put here. Okay, this 6 divided by 3. So the answer is 2. So this 2 will be your test value. Okay, so my question have 5 points. Okay, please look at my instrument again. Okay, my question have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-point scale. Okay, so what I'm going to do? I'm going to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 equal to 15. And 15 divided by 5 points, so it becomes 3. If my study have 7-point scale, so 1 plus 2 plus 3 until 7 got 28, divided by 7 is 4. You can so on, because one of our brother just now, he said he has 10. So plus until 10 and divide by 10. So that is how I learned how to calculate what is a test value. So since that today our instrument have only 5 scales, so it means that my test value will be 3. Faham tak? Ke confusing? Faham kan?
It is clear.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Doctor. Okay, now.
Faham, Cik, faham.
Faham. Okay. After that, you click OK. Okay, now let's try using our SPSS. Now, I said just now, analyze. Mana compare means? Kat sini, compare means. We have a lot of t-test, independent t-test, semua banyak-banyak t-test, ANOVA semua. Tapi today we are going to use the one sample t-test. And then you might ask, Sister Hasnah, why one sample t-test? Because when we do statistic, we need to calculate from the lower level. T-test yang lower level, descriptive dulu, okay, t-test dulu, baru kita buat correlation, minta relationship. After that, regression. So when you want to start doing the analysis, you cannot skip the lower level first. It's like introduction first. Is it fit the criteria? Is it fit the criteria? If it didn't fit, just stop. Okay, so do we have question here? Let me check. Clear, Alhamdulillah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So now let's go to our media. 3.2 kan? Okay. Alright. Kita pergi semua media ni. 1, 2 sampai 9. Okay. Remember I asked you, okay, in our notes that we need to also include the compute variable means. Remember that? Okay. So check our media. Means for media. For your information, if you forgot to put here, it's normal. It's normal. I also forgot. And you have to do many times. Okay, let's check what is in option. Nothing. Okay, just leave it there. And then click OK. Test. Okay, you can put the name here. By double click, you can put a name. T-test for media. Okay, media. It gives you 2 tables. Okay, it gives you 2 tables. One is one sample statistics. Number 2 is one sample test. 2 tables. And the below here is a mean. What you need to check? Nampak macam blur sikit kan? Let me check whether I copy this one or not in the overall table. Okay, now it's here. What we need to check. I just copy and paste here. Okay, so for our easy discussion. Okay, now we need to delete this one. No need. We need to have N, mean and standard deviation, SD. Okay, but we are not going to report SD. Okay, we just need it there. Okay, now remember when we do the t-test, I ask you to check the t value and also the significant value, and it to be 0.05, right? So let's check. T value, okay, negative, 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 negative. But look at the significant. 0, 0, 0, 0, very significant. Okay, so internet, not significant. Sorry, 0.2. We want to be less than 0.04. Okay, 0.2. Wow, it's very surprising. It says that internet is not affecting the respondents. No, internet is, the respondent do not use the internet. Yeah. Nothing. Internet didn't influence the respondent. Because why? Because it is not significant. Social media also didn't influence the respondents. See? Yeah. Blogs also didn't influence the respondent. Understand? Yeah. Sebab apa? Kenapa I cakap macam tu? Senang je yang I cakap. Okay? Sebab dia not significant. What about this one? Chat. Yeah. It is apa tu? Still it is significant. 0.05 kan? Ini 0.003 significant. Yeah. So what is it? Internet, this is how to read. Okay, the internet, the social media, and the blogs are not significant. So these three media didn't influence the respondents. Pelik kan? Tapi tengok yang ni pula. Negatif. Tapi dia significant. Maksud dia apa? Maksud dia negligible. Dia tahu benda tu influence tapi tak influence sangat. Dia negligible. Negatif, negatif, negatif. Tapi ibu tanya, apa yang betul-betul influence dia? Tak ada ni. Tak ada. All those who are internet, social media and blogs, semuanya tak influence dan diorang tak guna. Maksudnya media, you can conclude that media didn't influence the users menurut this data. But you have to remember, okay, the data is only 35 respondents. So it may because there are not enough respondents. Tengok siapa cakap? The result seem not reflected the activity. Yes, correct. Because I agree with you, Dr. Suhana, because this study was conducted in 2000, if not mistaken, 2018. And I presented the paper in 2019 before the COVID-19. And the results show that people don't like to use e-wallet before COVID-19. So maybe I should use the same instrument, maybe now, because you can see that now for me, the question is no longer valid. You must change. Okay, you must change. And I presented it in apa tu? Dekat UKM, and we won the best paper. Masya Allah. Because why? Those days people don't use e-wallet. But after the COVID-19, everybody being forced to use it, right? So after that, I believe the result is totally different from today, from the day that we collected the data. So it's very, very interesting. But I agree with you. When I read again, oh, it's so different in 2019. And the presentation was done on December. Imagine, December 2019. And we COVID hit us around the COVID-19 masa itu bulan berapa?
Macam
Ya, ya.
middle of 2020 lah. Kan?
2020 ya, bulan
Ha.
1 bulan 2. Yeah, I'm also curious. That's why, inshallah, I'm trying to make this again as part of my class activity. Class activity lah. I would like to collect data from this part because last time kan I dekat Gombak. Dekat Gombak. Kok lah dekat Bacok ni lain ceritanya. I don't know. So I don't know. So I think I also agree with you, Dr. Suhana. I think inshallah I will conduct the survey again. But I will change because it's quite impossible to collect like 140 items. Orang malas nak apa panggil? Nak collect, nak jawab soalan. So inshallah I'll do the amendment. And thank you very much for giving me the idea. Okay, now. So that's what we got in 2018 or 2017. So it's only 35 respondents. Okay. So how the table look like? Okay. Do not create this table. No, do not report this table because this is unnecessary. All of these are unnecessary. We just need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Something like that. So the reporting table will be like this. Cantik sangat. I just put like this because I just copy from other work. So this is what we need. Sorry. The FPP is significant. The FP is significant. We have T, and then we have percentage, and then we have M. This one, percentage is manual calculation. Okay, percentage is a manual calculation. Deviation. Oh, okay.
Tak ada apa tu. Macam mana kira percentage tu?
Okay, now.
Ke macam tak penting tu, tak apalah kot.
Penting. Okay, it's like this. Kita kan ada 5-point scale kan? Betul tak? 5-point scale. I need my handphone lah. 5-point scale. So, 100 bahagi 5 berapa?
20.
20 darab dengan M. Try darab.
Oh, 20 darab dengan M. Oh, 20 darab dengan
dapat tak 85.8.
Tak dapat. Cik dapat.
Berdebar. Okay. For your information, for the percentage, it need to be only 1 decimal. For the mean semua ni kan, only 3 decimal. Percentage only 1 decimal.
Okay.
Okay. And then you need to arrange from the largest to the smallest. Macam ni, to the smallest. This is how the the table. Ni malam ni buat kerja ni. The table look like. Macam tu. So, you need to explain lah. Okay. And for me, if let's say it is not significant, I will immediately check the color it red, not significant. Okay, what to check? Check significant, two-tail. That is the p-value. All not significant, don't bother. I just put here, don't bother, meaning that it didn't affect at all. Okay, check p-value. If positive, it means that respondent use or agree with that statement. If negative and significant, negligible. You can throw it away, negligible. If negative and not significant, the respondent don't use at all. No, something like that. This is the explanation. So I just make it very simple, in a very simple language, so that it's easier for those who just started to use SPSS.
So I guess this answers Dr. Suhana's question kot. If you have significant result, do you need to proceed with other type of t-test? Ke macam mana?
Okay, t-test is not, dia bukan berangkai tau. T-test is just for that variable.
Betul.
Okay, for that variable. Okay, so you can use the t-test for other variable as well. Okay, let's go to the second variable. Okay, I pun tak buat. I nak tengok juga. I just want to see. Okay, remember that I told you, if let's say you finish executing one analysis here, it will appear here. This is your one sample t-test. Okay, now let's check the media. Sorry. 3.3. Okay, let's check here. I also want to know. Curious. Dear social influence can. Since that is small, let me copy it. Letak dekat notes. Okay, tengok 0.05, 0.01, okay, acceptable, semua 0.03, acceptable. Semuanya adalah significant, tapi semuanya negligible. Tengok T.
Sebab dia negatif.
Menarik kan? I'm also curious, what is the current negative, negligible.
Oh.
Nampak tak negatif? Dia the other way around. Sebab I dah buat kat sini.
Kalau negatif and significant, negligible. Oh.
This how to read. So that's why when I do the qualitative, oh my God, with my prof, I always got B+ only because I'm not good at reading between the lines, because when you do the qualitative, you need to put a lot of effort in reading, right? Because you need to interpret the data, the findings based on your readings and everything. But I find the quantitative is easier, even though how to do it is difficult. Why is difficult? If let's say qualitative, you need to have like 10 or 20 respondents, but in quantitative, minimum 300. So when you hear 300, you are so scared. So it's so difficult. The problem is it's not you who's going to do it. It's not, you just need to find 300, but in the data analysis, okay, it is there. How I got to know this? Because when you do it quite sometimes, you ask people, you look at in the textbook, you look at the web, the blogs and everything, and it will give you answer. So that's why I summarize it. It's very difficult for me as well in order to come up with this. Okay, so I think for today, we don't have to go to correlation because it is more, do you want to go to correlation? Relationship?
Tak tahulah. Nak? Oh, Dr. Suhana kata yes.
Yes, okay. Okay,
Yes,
Dr.
please.
Suhana. Okay, now, very good. Now, correlation is the relationship between X and Y. Okay, it's not like regression. So correlation can be like a two-way relationship. It can be X to Y, it can be Y to X. Meaning that it can be a correlation between independent variable to dependent variable. So it is a two-way correlation. So we have two types. Okay, we have hypothesis, right? We have two types. We have Pearson and Spearman rank. Okay, but today I never use Spearman. Okay, but I always use the continuous variable. So that's why it's important to do 1 to 5, starting from the beginning. Okay, you use Pearson for the continuous variable. Okay, so what we get from correlation? The first one is you got the direction of relationship. Example, X go up, Y go up, meaning that X is IV, Y is DV, right? X influence the DV positively. Or X go up, Y go down. Also a direction, different direction. Okay, that's why I put here, same direction or different direction. Number 2 you will get is a strength of the relationship. How strong is the relationship. If it is closer to 1, it is very strong. We have to look at R. Closer to 1. If it's closer to 0, very weak. It's like a human being actually. So how to read the R value? See, if R is 0.0 until 0.2, no relationship. And you can read the rest. Tanpa jadi strong relationship. In social studies, it's quite rare to have this. And this, quite rare. But it is, normally we got moderate. Okay lah, kadang-kadang strong and weak 3 ni. Moderate biasanya, normal. Okay, so what we need to check when running the correlation? Check R value, P value, and direction. Okay, apa ni? I want this. Okay. Thank you. Okay, now. So we are going to, let's start now. We would like to check whether the media influence the readiness in using e-wallet and whether the society influence the readiness of the users, of the respondents in using e-wallet. So we create the hypothesis 1 and 2. Now we have, hypothesis. Okay. We want to find the correlation between IV and DV. Okay, now let's go to SPSS. Remember, okay, this is a direct relationship. I don't use the mediating effect. No, I don't use that. Okay, now let's check how to do this. Analyze, correlate, bivariate. Okay, let's go there. Analyze, correlate, bivariate. Okay, so the rules, remember this. Untuk kesejahteraan rumah tangga pada masa hadapan, okay. Now, now you need to sequence. Please follow, please follow the sequence for your well-being. Because now we only have 3 variables. Imagine you have 5. Okay, you must put the DV first, the IV1 and IV2. If let's say you have DV, IV1, IV2, IV3, IV4, IV5, something like that. So please put the DV first. Why? I'll show you why. So our DV is, we put Pearson, okay, flat significant, okay, semua. So our DV is readiness. Am I right? The readiness. Now, let's check the first IV. Our first IV is media. Okay, check the media. The second IV is social. Betul? Let's check option. Okay. Kita nak apa? Oh, dia suruh tick means, bukan dia, saya je ni. Mean and standard deviation. Okay, dia nak suruh yang ni. Okay, kita pun tengok. Mean and standard deviation. Continue. Okay. Dia keluar 2 ni. Okay, rasanya I copy kot. No, let me check whether I copy or not. Okay. Kat mana nak tengok? Ni ada mean and standard deviation. Yang ni just keep it there. Tak perlu nak serius sangat yang ni. Okay, tengok yang ni. Banyak kan? Readiness, media, social. Readiness, media, social. Tengok. Readiness and readiness is 1. Media and media is 1. Sebab dia sama kan? Relationship dia 100% bagus. Sebab kita relationship dengan kita sendiri. Okay. So it's 1. Okay. Social dengan influence dengan social ni 1. Okay. Senang. Jangan fikir banyak. Apa-apa value, any values after this, delete. No need. What you need to focus on this column only. Okay. Focus on the first column. So because the first column will show the media influence and IV1 and DV, IV2 and DV. Understand? Faham? Boleh? Okay. So this one is delete and this one you don't ask that. Okay, you don't ask it. They will give, remember, I told you, SPSS give all the possible relationship. So just focus on the first column. Yang ni je. Okay, now, N35. Okay, this one, 1. Okay, now, 1 ni sebab apa? Readiness and readiness. Yang kedua, media influence ya. Media influence and readiness. Okay, the Pearson correlation, this is R. It say R is 0.493. Let's check. Moderate relationship. Understand? Okay, now let me ask you again. Is it positive or negative? If positive, positively, okay, the relationship is positive and the relationship is moderate. Understand? Okay, the next one is, okay, significant level or not, 0.03. What does it mean, 0.03? Our p-value is less than 0.05. This one 0.003. So it is significant. What you can say is that, okay, the media influence positively and moderately have affecting the readiness of using e-wallet among the users. Because this is the value. Same, the social influence moderately and positively influence the readiness in using e-wallet. But you might say, tapi Hasnah, just now you said people don't use. People don't use. Kenapa dia ada influence? Yang tu adalah that is one item. That is one item. Okay, for the TV, radio, we can say it's negligible. Sebab apa? Sebab dia one item. We don't check the influence. Tapi sebenarnya, statistically, social and media, both are moderately influence the correlation, influence the readiness. Okay, jangan samakan tau. Sebab dia lain-lain statistik. Yang tu kita nak compare mean sahaja. Yang ni kita nak compare sama ada dua ni ada relationship ke tak. Macam tu. So, mana? Kak Has, thank you so much. Direct message. Okay. Cantik ni, Masya Allah. Yang ni banyak sangat dalam fatwa, banyak fatwa yang ni. So it depends on who you use. So you can use this as part of your analysis later on. Alhamdulillah, finish. Alhamdulillah. But what is the reporting table will look like? Okay. Yeah. Simple je. RP macam tu. Kita ambil yang M dengan SD tadi, copy. Ingat tak kita ada M dengan SD tadi? Yang ni. M dengan SD tadi. Kita copy. Copy kat sini. M dengan SD. Faham? Boleh? Okay. You need to arrange the information in this manner for easy reference for the user. I don't listen. You know, I become very sensitive whenever I have to check on the correlation because you need to refer to your framework. Kalau lah macam, okay, tips tiba-tiba you ada 6 DV, tak muat report. Macam mana you buat? You fokus kolom pertama je. Tak payah buat ini. Sebab kolom pertama ni dah represent everything. Tapi kalau you ada 3 macam ni sikit kan? Sikit, boleh je buat semua. Tak ada masalah. Faham? Boleh? Okay kan? Alhamdulillah. Dah boleh buat study. Alhamdulillah. So, we have like 17 minutes more, is it? So,
so basically, Dr. Hasnah dah deliver everything. We managed to deliver everything. And so, any other questions for Dr. Hasnah? I think correlation ni somehow can support our hypothesis jugalah kan, Dr. Hasnah?
Menjawab hipotesis kita.
Betul.
Dia menjawab hipotesis yang kita dah develop tu. Kalau dia jawab. Bukan support, jawab.
Oh, tolong jawab. Oh, bagus juga.
Tolong jawab.
Jadi Dr. Hasnah will share the notes tadi tu and also the PowerPoint later kan?
Betul?
Okay. So notes tu nak edit-edit lagi lah tu agak-agaknya.
Tak dah kot. Macam cantik dah rasanya.
Cantik
Tak reti nak edit lagi dah. Oh my God.
Okay. But I'm sure they will be so happy to receive that later. Okay, so any more questions to participants? Thank you very much Dr. Sarah kata.
Terima kasih Dr. Sarah.
So kalau tak ada soalan, we can finish early. We can go for lunch. Saya lapar ni.
Alhamdulillah. Jom pergi lunch.
Okay, Dr. Tijani pun cakap thank you doktor. So saya assume tak ada soalan lah kot ya. Okay? Kalau tak ada soalan, we can end our session today. Alhamdulillah, this has been great. We learn a lot. Dr. Hasnah boleh panggil lagi lah ni. Okay?
Thank you very much. So kalau panggil lagi, we will do SPSS and Excel.
Oh, kita nak combine dua tu
Sebab kalau nak copy semua tu kan haru. Nak key in the value satu-satu, akan ada pergaduhan dalam jiwa. Tak banyak sangat.
Oh, maknanya today's training is based on kita key in manually lah sebenarnya. Okay. So kalau yang daripada Google Form tu is another different training lah. I see.
Yes. Sebab kalau dia Excel training, dia hands on, you really need a mouse. Mouse.
Okay. Okay, so insyaAllah next time kita panggil lagi lah kot ya. So I think we can end our session today.
Thank you very much.
Of Suratul Al-As and Tasbih Kifarah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Thank you everybody.
Okay, thank you everyone. Have a good lunch. Okay.
Nanti saya akan.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Okay.
Leave. Macam nak leave ni?
nanti host akan leave kan. Okay, bye.
Okay, tolong leave kan.